Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. In this video we will implement text search. Let's say in TextField, if we type any search query, let's say learn, and tap on search icon, then the new data will be fetched against that search query. So if we clear that and tap on it again, we see the complete result. And if we write book and tap on this again, we get this data against the search query. If we do pull to refresh, then we again get refresh data against the search query. So this is which we will achieve in this video. So let's proceed. You can find the initial code for this video from the video description below. So in here we first start from the UI side. So in to-do list content, here we need to show this text box on top of this screen and this search icon. So we go to this to-do list content, and in that here we have this to-do lazy column. So we will wrap this to-do lazy column in a column. Modify our width, fill max size, and we will move this Ctrl X and paste it in here. And from here we use a text field, value on value change, modifier, fill max width, and for this, to show this icon, we have the property trailing icon. In that we use icon button, image vector icons dot default, search content description null. Okay, and we have added the text, and when user type anything, then we need to present that information here, and if anything changed, then we also need to provide the updated information here. So for that we need to hold that text field value in our UI state. So UI state dot search query, we haven't defined this yet, so we will just define in next few minutes. So when any user type anything in it, then we also need to update the search query in the UI state. So for that we send an action, to do list action, search on value change, and pass the value in it. And so we go to our UI state, define that property search query, and by default this will be string, and come back again, and in here we need to define this search on value change action in our to-do list action. So press Ctrl click on it, and in here we press Ctrl D, replace this search on value change for this class name, and rename this to value. And now in this to-do list content we are updating that search text. And when user tap on this search icon, then we need to send the action. So we name it this action, to-do list action, search icon on click, and define it in our to-do list action. Here press Ctrl D, to-do search icon on click. So we go, now we done the UI part. So we go towards our view model, and in here we have this on action function. Here on when condition we press Alt Enter to add the remaining branches, and in that we have this search on value change, search on value change action dot value, press Alt Enter to add this function and update the UI state. Okay, and on search icon on click we fetch the data. So fetch to-dos, and in that we need to also provide the search query information. So UIState.value.searchQuery. So we haven't defined this parameter yet, so we go to this fetchTodos method, and in that we define this searchQuery parameter. By default this will be empty, and pass it to this get items, which is method from the repository. SearchQuery. So in this repository, this get items is taking SearchQuery parameters. This code has some modification, so which will be available in the initial code. Mostly, if we are fetching data from the network, then this logic will be implemented from the backend side. But from the time being, as we are getting data from in-memory list, so we have implemented this logic here. So feel free to go through with this function, and if you have any query with this or any other point in this video, so do let me know in the comments below. So coming back to our this to-do list view model fetchTodos method, here we are doing search query, and yeah, that's it. We are passing the query, and this should work. So let's run the app and verify this behavior. Okay, so our app is up and running. So here I will type learn and tap on search icon, and we are getting some data here against this learn query. So the data is matched in both title and description. So in both we have this learn query. So before proceeding, let's decrease this time to 1 millisecond and run the app. Okay, so app is up and running, and here we again type some other query, let's say book, tap on search icon, and we are getting the result against this book query, where each of these have book keyword, whether it can be in title or it can be in description. So at this point, let's do pull to refresh to get the refresh data. So we are not getting refresh data. This is the one point that we need to cover, and the second point is that we need to show a full screen loader. Let's say when user tab on the search icon, so we need to show the full screen loader. So we start with the loader part first. So for that, in our UI state, we add another parameter named as show loader, and by default this will be false. And in our to-do list, on our UI side, here we implement a full screen loader, which cover the whole screen, so user cannot tap on any option during that loader is being shown. So we use box modifier fill max size, and provide a background color white with 0.2f opacity, and in that we show the circular progress indicator and align that into the center of the screen. So modifier dot alignment dot center. Okay, and we need to show this indicator when this show loader property is true. So we apply an if condition here, UIState dot show loader. Before applying this condition, let's see the preview of this loader that this is showing as expected. Okay, so loader is being shown in the center of the screen. So to see the preview of this one, we start the interactive mode, and we are seeing the loader here. So now we will stop this interactive view and apply this if condition and move this within this if condition block. And in our to-do list view model, in here we need, when we fetch to-dos, we need to show the loader. So show loader, show full screen loader, and press Alt Enter, create this function, UI state dot update it copy show loader and set it to true, and also create another function to hide the loader, hide full screen loader, and set it to false. And in the end of this fetchTodos function, we hide the full screen loader. I will rename it as Shift F6 and name it as hide loader only. Same for this show loader function, show full screen loader function. Rename it to show loader. And now we run the app again and observe this loader. Okay, so here we type a query and tap on search icon, and we are observing this full screen loader this time. Now we need to work on pull to refresh, and here we have two actionable items that we need to do. That we need to show only one loader in the pull to refresh case, and also this data issue that this data should be loaded based on the search query. So we start with this search query part. So in our fetchTodos method, here we provide the default value for the search query from the UI state. So value dot search query. So with this approach, whenever this fetchTodos method is called, if there is any type text is exist in search query parameter, then the refresh data will be filtered against that search query. So if you run the app again and type the query here, tap on search icon, do pull to refresh, and we are seeing the refresh data based on the search query which we have in this pull to refresh case. So now we need to work on this two loaders, that in pull to refresh case only this top loader will be shown to the user. When regular data is being loaded, let's say when user first time land on the screen, or when user tap on this search icon, then in that case this icon will be shown to the user. This loader will be shown to the user. So to avoid double loader at the same time, we introduce a parameter in this fetchTodos named as should show full screen loader. This will be boolean, and by default this will be true. And in the pull to refresh case, we set this value to false. Actually, before that we need to use this should show full screen loader. If it is true, then we call this show loader method. Same here, should show full screen. This is to avoid the extra recomposition. So in our when condition, here we have the method refresh data, which is being called, let's see, Control Shift F, and we are calling this when is refreshing is true. Okay, so we come back here in this refresh data, we pass the parameter should show full screen loader to false. So now with this the duplicate loader issue will be resolved. So let's run the app and verify this again. Okay, so our app is up and running. So here if we type any query, tap on search icon, we are observing single loader, and if we do pull to refresh, then this top loader is being shown during this loader process, during this loading process. With this we come to the end of this video. So if you have any query related to this one, so do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye.